Good afternoon, students. Today we will start the problems of chapter Arithmetic Progression of class 11th CBSE. Let's start with the first problem, that is, in an AP, if pth term is 1 upon q and qth term is 1 upon p, the sum of first pq terms is this. This is what we need to prove. We have to prove that the sum of PQ terms, it means जो PQ terms का sum है वो किसके इक्वल है 1/2 PQ plus 1. This is what we need to prove. So let's start with the given conditions, that is pth term is equal to 1 upon q. So let us consider the first term is a and the second term is d. So what would be the pth term? Just use the formula that an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. This is the formula of nth term of class 10th. So ap would be a plus p minus 1 into d. So here comes the two equations for you, that is AP is equal to 1 upon Q, AQ is equal to 1 upon P. AP, we have to apply the formula that A plus P minus 1 to D, which is equal to 1 upon Q, and A plus Q minus 1 to D, which is equal to 1 upon P. These are the two equations. On solving these two equations by elimination method, so we will solve, change their signs, minus 1, minus A is cancelled with plus A, and multiply d within the bracket, so which will give you pd minus d minus qd dq minus minus plus d is equal to this minus this. So 1 upon q minus 1 upon p, d is cancelled with d, take the d common from these two terms, and then this p minus p q is cancelled with this term, and we are left with d is equal to 1 upon pq. Put that d in equation 1, you will get this. Multiply 1 upon pq in this bracket, we will get p into 1 over pq here. Multiply 1 upon pq with this bracket, we will get p into 1 upon pq minus 1 into 1 upon pq, which will give you this, which is equal to 1 upon q. P is cancelled with this p, we are left with a plus 1 over q minus 1 over pq is equal to 1 upon q. This 1 upon q is cancelled with this, and 1 upon p over q having the sign of negative, move to that side, will become positive, and it will gives you a is equal to 1 upon pq. So the value of d and aq we will got. We can say that a is equal to d because both values are equal. Now what we need to find? We need to find SPQ. But using the formula of Sn, we can say that n over 2, that is PQ over 2, is equal to 2 times A plus n minus 1, that is PQ minus 1 into D. This we will get. Let's see here. S of PQ is equal to this. Clear? Put the value of A and D in this equation, we will get this. Now multiply 1 upon PQ within this bracket. So PQ is cancelled with PQ, we will get 1. And 1 into 1 over PQ, which is gives you same terms. So 2 times 1 over PQ and 1 over PQ. I can say that 2 apples minus 1 apple gives you 1 apple. 2a minus a is equal to a. So 2 times this term, 1 time this term, दोनों को minus करेंगे, you will get 1 over pq only. And you can also solve by taking 1 over pq from these two terms common. Clear? So we will get 2 minus 1 here. This plus 1 is moved to this side. Then take the LCM. PQ is multiplied with this one, and then PQ is cancelled with PQ, and this is what you need to prove. Take a look. Hence the proof. Let's take your second sum, that is find the sum of n terms. Find the sum of n terms. We need to find Sn. We need to find Sn. If their kth term is this, I can say that AK is equal to this. So with the help of this we can find A1, A2, A3, A4. So A1, A2, A3 we have to find it. We have found. Then for finding the A we will use A2 minus A1. We will get D here. So A is equal to 6 and D is equal to 5. We will get A and D. You can use the formula of Sn and find the value of Sn by this. Put the value of A here and D here. Let n be the n as it is, because we are going to find the sum of n terms. So n it is not given to you, so the answer would be in terms of n. So we can say that this is the answer of your sum of n terms. 5n, n into 5n plus 7 over 2. Let's take a look of your third sum. These sums are completely based on your 10th standard, but they are having some higher order thinking skills. The sum of n terms. Now it is given that the sum of n terms, Sn is given to you. N terms is this. Something like this. This sum is similar to your NCERT chapter of 10th class. It is there in the question. So Sn is given to you, where P and Q are the constant. We need to find the common difference D. We need to find D. D we want to find. So Sn given to you, put the value of n is equal to 1. We will get S1. And you know S1 is equals to A1, because the sum of only one term is equal to S1. So first term is equal to S1. Clear? So put the value of 1 here. We will get A1. First term is equal to this. Clear? Put n is equal to 2. You will get second sum of two terms. So sum of two terms, that is S2, which is equal to A1 plus A2. Sum of two terms. So put the value of A1 and A2 in this equation. S2 is equal to A1 plus A2. From this type, from here we will get the value of A2, because for finding the D we want A2 and A1 both, because after subtracting A2 and A1 we will find D. So we have to find the value of A2. A2 is equal to S2 minus A1. Now put the value of A2 and A1 from here. This is your A1. This is the value of A1, and S2 is the value of this. So put these values here, solve it, you will get A2, then find D, which is equal to A2 minus A1, then subtract both these A2 and A1, you will get the value of common difference. Clear everyone? Let's take another sum. So this is the last sum of this video, very important for you. The sum of n terms of an AP are in the ratio this. This is given to you, the sum of n terms. It means Sn over Sn. This is the Sn1 and this is Sn2. Two different sums of two different APs are in the ratio this. That is 5n plus 4 over 9n plus 6. Clear? This is the statement given to you. You need to find the ratio of 18th term. It means we need to find A 18th over A dash 18th. Yeah, A1 18 over A2 18. Clear? This is what we need to find. So it is given, whatever it is given to you, start with that. Sn is equal to this. Sn I have considered A1 and A2 आर द फर्स्ट टर्म ऑफ AP1 एंड AP2. टू APs मैंने कंसिडर कर लिए हैं, AP1 एंड AP2, एंड D1 and D2 आर द कॉमन रेशियोज ऑफ सेम AP1 एंड AP2. So Sn of AP1 is equal to n over 2A1. Here S of AP1 we use A1 and D1, and in AP2 we use A2 and D2 are in the ratio of this. Clear? Now cancel n by 2 with n by 2. In your next step, you have to take 2 from this equation. Take 2 common from this equation. If 2 comes out from this equation, it means we have to divide this and this equation with 2. That then only 2 comes out and taken common from these both the terms. So 2 comes out, it will give you A1, and here we are left with n minus 1 into D1 over 2. Similarly, 2 can taken common from the second equation. Divide 2 with cancel with each other. We are left with this. So we need to find the terms 18th term. Just look at these two equations. Is it similar to A plus something D? If I put 17 here, so it will give you 18th term. It will give you 18th term, A 18th. Clear? So अगर मैं यहाँ पे 17 फिल कर देता हूँ, आपके लिए और ट्रांसलेट कर देते हैं, अगर मैं यहाँ पे 17 फिल कर देता हूँ तो ये जो पूरी टर्म है वो मेरे को 18th टर्म दे देगी. क्लियर? तो मैंने वही करना है, मैंने इसको और इसको कंपेयर कर देना है, क्योंकि 18th टर्म की जो रेशो है वो ये आने वाली है. और अगर मैं इन दोनों को कंपेयर करूँगा तो अगर मैं इस टर्म की जगह पे 17 फिल कर देता हूँ तो मुझे 18th टर्म मिल जाएगी. तो 18th टर्म के लिए मेरे को, इट मीन्स मेरे को 17 के लिए मुझे क्या फिल करना पड़ेगा, n-1 इज़ ओवर 2. 17 को इक्वल टू फिल करना पड़ेगा. ठीक है? सो इसको हमने फिल कर देना. यहाँ से मेरे को कंडीशन मिल गई और आई विल फाइंड n हेयर. ठीक है? n-1 ओवर 2 इज़ इक्वल टू 17. यहाँ से मेरे को n मिल गया और फिर हमने 17 यहाँ पे फिल कर देना है. 17 की अगर आप 18th टर्म की वैल्यू निकालना चाहते हो तो आपके पास फार्मूला तो यही बनेगा ना, a प्लस 17d. सो a प्लस 17d इज़ इक्वल टू ये आपकी रेशो जो आपको गिवन थी, दैट इज़ 5n प्लस 4 डिवाइडेड बाई 9n प्लस 6. पुट द वैल्यू ऑफ n in this equation. Clear? And you will get the ratio of 18th terms. So this is your ratio of the 18th term. See, after calculating you will get the answer. So very important sum. Mark it. Tomorrow we will discuss some other problems related to AP. Till then, have a nice day and practice the related problems at home. Take care everyone.